why do I have to seemingly initiate all of like kisses and holding hands and things like that?
I need more time and make sure like I really like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not that.
Do you know what I'm finding so strange about today's society now? No, let me not say society. The thing that I'm finding strange about TLC, about their dating shows, or maybe even any kind of reality dating show that we watch. Why is there this stigma that's being created now where a woman will show her advances to a man, but then men now withdraw their intention? I mean, look at it this way. So she's making the point here that, I'm always the one that has to approach you. And generally speaking, if the woman's the one that always has to approach the guy, in many situations, usually that indicates that maybe the guy just isn't into her. Because generally speaking, a man is more than open to always approach a woman that he knows that wants him. So I do find it quite interesting how there's this chain of events that I'm witnessing with different couples, across different shows, where the man isn't necessarily making and the woman is always doing it. And generally speaking, it meant that the man may just not be that interested in you. But the reason why I say may not be is because of the way all of this turns out. The way this turns out very unexpected, because at first I was like, yeah, he's just showing me and telling me right now that he just doesn't want you. That was my thoughts and opinions. But before we get into how it all turns out, we are on the road to 60k subscribers by the end of April. Something that we can definitely do. All we need is all the new people that come in to subscribe, please, because generally speaking, most of the views are dominated by new viewers rather than current subscribers, which is always a good thing because it means that the video is obviously circling around YouTube. But with that being said, though, like the video and let's continue.
I think I would be mad if I don't like you. Feelings for me are here. I like you. As a man, I'll come first, but then you follow. Then you come.
You want to come see me in Atlanta, in America.
Yeah.
And then
see, the fact that he says, I will come and see you, that's when I was like, oh, okay, maybe he's into it. I know some people may think, but maybe he's coming there because maybe he wants to, we put off a fee and, maybe get a green card. But I don't think that's the case, because in one of the episodes, he spoke about how, living at home in Greece is important to him because his family's there and his family's important. In fact, he initiated the conversation of her moving there. You see what I'm saying? But obviously, I feel like he wants to now make that manly move and at least come and see her in the States rather than her coming back all the way to Greece him again. So because he's obviously mentioned this, unless he's just saying it for the sake of saying it, well, if anything, that means obviously he does have feelings for her. But maybe we're going through a transition where there are men now who are a bit more cautious about making the first move, because men are now so much more in touch with their mental health. That is why maybe some men nowadays are like, I know you want me, but I'm just going to take my time. I want to protect myself. And if that's the case, fair enough. I have nothing against that whatsoever, because honestly, mental health is a serious thing. You know what I mean? And as a man, I know what it's like to have really bad mental health. You know what I mean? So yeah, but let's continue.
And Pedro, but if I use my brain, there's a lot of similarities in like the scenario of how we met. About becoming too vulnerable too soon, because I know that I'm capable of that.
So here's the thing, when it comes to Chantel, I still strongly believe that she needs to do some self-care. She needs to find herself first before she continues to even, actually find love, to be honest with you. And here's the thing. This is one of those examples. Each time she goes on a date with somebody, she has to always go back to comparisons to what happened when she first met Pedro. Now, I am not saying that she's in the wrong for wanting to do that or for even having that thought, because if you're with someone for a very long time and the relationship is still fresh, you are going to have that in your head. Even if the relationship isn't fresh, you're still going to have that comparison, which is a normal thing. But the question is, though, the comparison are you using in a way where you're saying, oh, this is a red flag, or like, okay, I've noticed that this may be similar to the first time, but does this have a better feeling towards it? Do you see what I'm saying? Because sometimes someone can do something to you and they can do it to you in a negative way. But then someone you can come in at another point, do the same thing, but they may actually do it in a way that's actually positive. Because there are things that can be done negatively, but also be done in a positive way. Do you see what I'm saying? And I feel like she has to get herself in the mindset where instead of always thinking, oh, but this will happen to Pedro in a negative way, but think, okay, well, this will happen to Pedro, but does it feel better than the first time? You see what I'm saying? But here's the thing, though. If she's in a position where she's unable to see that maybe it's better, then that clearly means that she has to work on herself more than ever. Because if you don't work on yourself and you don't understand yourself more, and you don't understand the things that make you feel better, then that means you're really and truly not ready to find the right person, because wherever you find, you're probably still going to be the wrong person, because you have to know what makes you feel good. You have to know that your senses are in the right place and they're not still, clouded by trauma, if that makes sense. But either way, though, she also talks about the fact that, you know, she wants to protect her emotions this time, you know, because she knows what she's like. She knows that she jumps in very quickly. I like the fact that she was able to say that. If anything, that was the smartest thing that she said this season. Let me play for you again.
Because I know that I'm capable of that. How we met about becoming too vulnerable too soon. Because
that's the one. Too vulnerable too soon. That is literally the only thing that she said this season, I believe, from my memory, that's been intelligent. You know, that she's capable of becoming vulnerable too soon. It's good that she knows that, because she can use it as a tool to protect herself. She uses it as a tool to, you know, play her cards a bit more slower, a bit more careful than normal. You know, because normally dives in and then boom, her vulnerability gets. So if I was her, I would definitely try and eat down a little bit, cool it off, because the thing that she's done, one of the things that she's done wrong in this season is that she's been way too forward. You know what I mean? She's been way too up on Giannis, which is probably why he's a bit like, ooh, okay, you're a bit too much. So I've got to kind of really kind of get to know you for who you are, because right now you're just showing me someone that just wants me, but doesn't actually know me. And that's probably why he's like, we need to slow down. I need you to get to know me, and I need to know if you like me for me, not just because you just want me. Do you see what I'm saying? And for him to do that, if that's the case, that means he's an emotion intelligent man. And if he's an emotion intelligent man, then Chantel better, you know, figure her stuff out, because he's not going to tolerate anything. Do you see what I'm saying? Because emotionally intelligent men, listen, we ain't dealing with no toxic vibes. We ain't dealing with no wasting our time, okay? We're not here just because you want us, you know what I mean? We're here because we want to know if you want us for this, or if you want us for that, or do you want us for all of it? Do you see what I'm saying? And obviously, generally speaking, an emotionally intelligent man wants all of it. But here's the thing, though. We live in a world where a lot of people in this world, a lot of women in this world believe that emotionally intelligent men don't exist. Trust me when I tell you, we do exist. Which is probably why we stay single for a bit longer, because we're way much more cautious about our, you know, thoughts, processing and understanding, you know, does this person, you know, bring something that I need in my life? You see what I'm saying? But nonetheless, though, let me know what you're thinking down below in the comment section. I think right now she's been very lucky that Giannis has not been up. He has not been, yeah, I'm going to just have you because you want me. He's been very wise to be like, whoa, slow down, relax. I like you, but let's just relax. Okay, let's let the process happen. So I respect him for that. And that's a man that she needs to have in her life. But the question is, though, is she ready for the type of man like? Because generally speaking, emotionally intelligent men usually like their women to be a bit more submissive. To be more submissive and less, do you see what I'm saying? Because generally speaking, emotionally intelligent men usually are more leaders, you know what I mean? And they are able to, you know, obviously take control of everything. You know what I mean? Well, let me know your thoughts and your opinions. We are on the road to 60k subscribers by the end of April, so let's make it happen. Like the video and comment down below. Peace.